and we have arrived at episode 4 of Hazard Cinema's Battlefield 3 Top 10 Plays. My name is Boo, and number 10 is going to be something that I've tried many times, and I've only succeeded once at rocketing down a jet. Unfortunately, it was a jet that was crash-landed in the middle of Caspian border, and it was just starting to take off, and as soon as the engines revved up and the enemy was in, I took my chance, but nothing quite as spectacular as this one. Clean out of the sky. Very well timed and very well measured by Mel Tamaris. That was number 10. Number 9. Back to basics, back in the metro, top of the escalators, and I personally wouldn't go with a rifle-scoped MK11 at this stage of the game, but on the other hand, I am not Hardest Noob, although we might be thinking along the same lines because he's doing most of his ass-kicking with his sidearm M9 pistol, but Kit switches eventually to find an assault rifle on the ground which looks like an AK-74M, but it's an AEK-971. And it has that PKA hollow sight on it, and I can't say I'm a fan because it's a little thick, the frame, and it blocks too much of your outer vision. Makes it a little hard to see what's going on around, but Hardest Noob is clearly happy to carry on destroying the Death Corridor Metro up with it. And in total, he racked up 12 kills in one quick spree. Number 8 is Abused flying a jet, and I like this man's approach to destroying enemy choppers. Target acquired. Fly directly at the target and slice right through the bastard. That looked beautiful. I'm not quite sure what he killed him with, whether it was rocket pods or guns, but he came up with a big mother-loving multi and got 4 and destroyed the chopper along with it. I approve. And number 7, Effective Duck makes the top 10 again. Last time he was clearing out the Sand Crossing, if I remember correctly. This time, a deathmatch on Caspian border, and he's found 2 guys just chilling out on their mortars. Sees to those 2, and it appears he's walked face first into a beehive. We may even describe it as the Hornet's Nest. Either way, he has found exactly where the enemy team are all positioned, and proceeds to kill them. He has the M9 out at the moment, but he switches back to his AEK-971 now. I don't know much about this gun because I hadn't played Battlefield enough to unlock it, which I'll come back to later, but having never tried the gun, I don't know just how good it is, but it's clearly a pretty solid gun considering how much it pops up in our top 10 plays. But at the end of that, Effective Duck got 11 in total on that deathmatch. Number 6, Scantrax has another gun that I've obviously never tried out either, and it's a KH-2K2, which I think is one of the guns you unlocked from playing co-op missions. I'm not sure. But one thing I am sure of, I'm pretty sure Scantrax was tearing up this death alley of Grand Bazaar in the last top 10 plays with an AEK, and now he's doing a similarly fine job in the same place, same game type. He switched up the gun, and this time he's kicking ass with the KH, with assistance from what seems to be a G18 with a suppressor. But on his KH he has this Cobra red dot, and I don't like any of the Russian gun sights. I don't like this Cobra one, I don't like the PKA hollow one. I don't know, is it just me? I don't know, I feel so uncomfortable using them, but that was a nice play from Scantrax in the Death Alley. And number 5 is White Moose returning to the top 10 again, and also on Grand Bazaar with, yes, it's that gun again, the AEK-971. Now, like I said, I don't know how good this gun is. I never ranked up high enough on Battlefield to find out, but I'm still saving up for that capable PC to play it on, and then I'll find out. But my question is this the best gun in the game or something? Because it's very popular, it looks solid just from looking at it, and it seems like quite a step up from the Bad Company 2 variant, which I wasn't very fond of. And this one, it looks really well controlled and easy to manage the recoil, despite keeping what seems to be a pretty high rate of fire. So I'm assuming it's probably one of the best assault rifles you can choose from in this game just by watching the plays. But White Moose took down 10 enemies on attack and took the base with him, so that was a nice play. And number 4 is Dr. McMuffin on Sand Crossing, who is planting some C4 on the armor and proceeds to blow the bastard up. He's playing Rush on defense, and that tank, if I remember correctly, is the attacker's only vehicle, and that tank can be a game changer on this first base. It's very hard to break down the defense without its assistance, so when you're on defense and that tank is pushing down the road, you do well to make it your priority to just get rid of the bastard before it does much damage. And Dr. McMuffin took it out with the C4, cleared out the courtyard, and now proceeds to hip fire everybody out of the apartments with the M249 SAW. If I was going to pick a light machine gun for hip firing with, I would probably pick this M249 SAW because I think I'm right in saying it's the fastest. And in total, including that tank kill, the Doctor came out with 11 kills defending Sand Crossing, and number 3 is Sidewinder, who is, again, mesmerizingly accurate piloting. I could only dream of being able to fly this accurately, and you smooth motherfucker, I mean, Jesus Christ. That was perfect. A double air kill, and then he does it again. This isn't a replay, this is a totally separate clip where he gets another double air kill. If your name is any reference to Halo, then I understand where you get your need to splatter people from Sidewinder. Vehicular manslaughter. Overkill. What a goofy clip, I like it. Number 2 is Grand Bazaar with Sarge Albrecht, who's using an M240B light machine gun. And when I played the beta, I'm British, so I'm going to go with beta. When I played the beta, the M240B was my favourite light machine gun. It absolutely kicked ass, and yeah, I'd say this is a fair representation of just what it can do. That's 4. And Sarge walks into the next room and... Oh, alright lads, how are you doing? I take it you didn't hear the big racket next door where I just wiped out an entire squad's worth next to you, did you? Nope, okay, you're lost. This is your punishment for lacking awareness on the job. And Sarge Albrecht truly has taught a harsh lesson to these young chaps. It is as simple as strolling behind them all whilst holding an M240B light machine gun, and then proceeding to kill them all. So as Sarge continues his Grand Bazaar tear-up, I can tell you that he currently has a dual-tage in the works, and I imagine he will have more clips just like that which are equally as epic and destructive. And now I've lost count of just how many kills he's got. I do remember at the start of the clip though, the attackers had 30 tickets. A quick check now tells me that they currently have 11, yet he is still shooting. He is still mowing them all down. Look at this. Now it has finally gone down past 10. All of these guys outside B are dead. He walks in through B, it's nice and clear, thanks to him. He walks on through the other side, and finally, someone kills him with a Scar H. What a tear-up, man. That is how you use a light machine gun, and number 1 comes from Stun Gravy. If you haven't seen this clip by now, then oh my goodness me, where have you been? This has been a huge clip. The full gameplay is all jet action on Caspian Border from Stun Gravy, and he's killing jets left, right and centre, but the main highlight of the clip comes right towards the end, which is quite outrageous if you haven't seen it yet. So while this is building up, I will tell you that the support for these players has been excellent so far, and it's Christmas. We've been kindly sponsored by SteelSeries, and because the support for the plays has been so good, for the next few episodes, the winner of these top 10 plays will get a prize that the winner can choose themselves, and it's some SteelSeries gear, and we'll show you all the prizes on offer at the end of the video. And if all this goes well and this great support continues to grow like it has been, we'll be able to keep this up for a long time from here on in. So if you've been loving the Battlefield as much as we have, then we'd love it if you kept these great ratings and comments coming in, and we'll continue to supply these winners with some really cool gear. And if you want a chance at winning some of this gear, then please, as always, we want you to send in your amazing Battlefield stuff to us. Any outstanding clips you get with any of the guns, with any of the vehicles, or just some epic Battlefield moments you can think of that you think will cut these top 10 plays, feel free to send it to us. And of course, we have arrived. This is the moment that everyone's been talking about. Lifting up in the jet, hopping out, killing the tailing jet with the RPG and landing directly back in the zone. That is fucking mind-blowing. It is truly moments like that that you just cannot get anywhere else. Amazing. And finally, if you want to make our top 10 countdown, or you want to win some cool stuff, it's simple. Just go play Battlefield and kick some ass. Hope you enjoyed. I've been Boo, thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.